Yay, I'm a guinea pig. How does it get even better?
Hello and welcome to the Erica Glessing Show. This is Erica, and I am here today with Johanna. And what country or what part of the world are you in, Johanna?
I'm in Sweden, up in the north, and we just have our first day of spring here, where it's actually sunny and moderately warm at least. So all the Swedes are getting totally crazy happy in their bodies today. From the long hibernation of winter.
Yeah, winter is so different there. I'm in California and not that different, and there it's different.
Yeah, it's here the seasons are very different. I kind of like the shifting of the seasons also, but winter is not maybe my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, so the first day is spring, so we're having a party.
Yeah, everybody's having coffee outdoors.
All the sun's hitting your pineal gland.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's getting like, yay, finally!
Oh, well, you know what? That fits my energy perfectly, so thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's like my first day of spring all the time. It's really strange. So let me ask you, if you could have anything out of today, the topic we're taking on right now is just changing the money flows in our lives and having super like ease and being able to be creative and keep one's sort of, integrity and have all the havingness. So tell me if there's one thing we could sort of action today, what would that be?
That would actually be to either find where I'm limiting myself, finding the roadblocks, the points of views that is keeping me stuck in the lacking, and just I would love if we could create or clear a way so I could have some more ease on this topic. But this is actually the topic where I've been most reluctant to change. It's like bizarre to me, but it is really a heavy resistance for some reason.
So when you picture yourself with, say, 3 million, what are you euros? What's your dollar? Is it crown?
Kronor. Yes, kronor.
Okay.
1 kroner is about a tenth of a euro. So 10 kroner is like 1 euro.
Okay. So I would like you just to kind of get the feeling and the image of there being like 2 million of these in your account now just sitting there. They don't have a job. They don't need to make you happy.
Okay, cool.
They don't need to be spent. And they're creating little baby ones.
Oh, I like that image.
So they're making.
That really got my body happy.
So they're sitting in there making little money babies.
Nice.
They're just having money babies, and you're kind of watching them, and they're yours. You're going. So when you get the feeling of that, what's a number that's to you just like would feel totally different than your life right now if it was sitting there? What number?
Like the number you said, or what? I don't.
Yeah, tell me a number, because I said that number and I don't even know your.
Okay. Well, totally different from now would be like 1 or 2 millions. That would be radically different.
Okay. So get the feeling of that sitting there, and you still have to wake up and make money.
Yeah.
That's not like that's like yours, not yours. Like it's making little money babies.
Yeah.
It's just having a little money party at your house. You can't play with it really. It's sitting.
Okay. It's just being there.
That's kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah, that is kind of strange. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like an awkwardness to it. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing in my house?
Why can't I play with you? That kind of thing. Why can't I touch you and use you? Yeah.
Yeah. You're over there, and you're so close.
Yeah.
There's a glass thick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you're watching it.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, why am I still doing the boring stuff?
Sweet. So just feel that feeling that of what you do, what walls you put up between you and money.
Yeah.
And just look at those walls. Here's the fun thing. You don't have to know everything about everything. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't have to over therapy it. You don't have to
Yeah.
solve it. You don't have to go back to when you were 2 and reclaim your childhood, although that's really fun stuff to do. You can also do, so now let's ask the wall, and the wall's really proud of itself. It's been keeping you safe from money for a long time.
Yeah.
It feels very like valiant in its
very important kind of.
Very important. It's made sure you've kept your purity. There's something about of demeanor, of there's something, so it's like, we're doing a great job this lifetime making sure that we don't mess up her head, right? We're so proud of the wall is so proud of itself.
It's like, exactly, there is an energy of staying honorable and having motivation to do good things and choosing right and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh, choosing right. Absolutely.
That's yummy, right?
It's only a little bit squeaks out every once in a while and sneaks into your awareness. You have to be really careful with it. You feel that?
Yeah, very much. And it kind of reflects from my life too. Whenever I get like too much joyous or too free or have too much ease, bam, I'm creating some fucked upness around money so I can go back to being safe.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Walls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drama.
Thank you, Drama. Thank you, Walls, for keeping me normal, same, average, real, and all of that.
Yeah. Wow.
So I can appear to be normal because, every normal person have a money problem, right?
So, in this seed of your brilliance, in this wildness, there's like a wildflower. Wildflower. There's a wildflower energy to you. A big wildflower energy to you. What would it be like if that just ran completely free?
Woohoo!
What would that be like?
That would be awesome fun. That would be kind of like orgasmic 24/7.
Yeah. Dang, that felt good.
That would be awesome.
Tell me if the wall thing, that whole image of the money being over there and you being over here, is that this lifetime or other lifetimes or mega many lifetimes?
Like mega many lifetimes.
Oh, thank you.
It's kind of just building up and being made more and more solid.
And so what I got to see when you were showing me that was that the life force, when it's like a dam, that when it breaks, it's so big and it's so big and so beautiful. And so when that life force comes just rushing in towards you, you've evolved these lifetimes, and what has that given you instead?
I don't understand the question.
Like a meted out joy? Meted out, METED, like metered, like joy.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit of joy.
Very much scarcity, like a strangling feeling.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I'm sure none of our listeners have ever felt strangling.
No, I don't think so. I'm sure I'm quite unique.
Never.
No. It's
So,
almost like I can feel the old corsets or stuff, that feeling.
That's the energy. That's
exactly that. Like you can't even breathe.
Yeah, and you built it over lots and lots of lifetimes.
Yeah.
So when you say I want to change it, all the energy around it goes, ah!
Yes, exactly.
Are you willing to have it change like a lot more?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So ask just out loud for everybody, ask a generative question about that. Like, what would it take? Well, ask a generative question. What shows up for you?
What would it take to have way more ease and fun with money than I ever thought possible? Everything that doesn't allow me to have that with total ease and clarity, I now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
And with past lives, you can say, anytime I ever committed or made a poverty vow.
Yeah, that one. That reads.
Yeah. You know, people end up having struggles with money. So people who want money think, oh, well, if I don't have any money, I won't have any struggles with money, which is silly because many have struggles with money just like people with money.
Yeah.
So past struggles with money that occurred at some other lifetime or some other memory or happened to someone that we love that we imprinted with, genetic memory, in our cellular memory.
Yeah.
We get spiritual memories from our past lives. We can also have cellular memory from our genetic past. And both carry imprints that we've agreed when we come in this lifetime. We agree to a genetic set, right? And a spiritual set of stuff. All that stuff collides and becomes you. The beautiful thing, of course, is any past agreements you made, what if you didn't have to be true to those anymore?
Yeah, what if I just revoke, rescind, recant, renounce, denounce, and destroy all the fuck of them?
What she said. I'm adding that too.
Yeah. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and buck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Yeah, and if you didn't know what that was, go to theclearingstatement.com and accessconsciousness.com and get nourished, because there's ways of changing this. And it just starts with a commitment. So actually showing up today,
yes,
as it becomes spring in Sweden, is an honoring of the floodgates of your new reality.
Oh, awesome. I like that.
Okay. It's a lowering of barriers to your brilliance. Do you feel that? And was there a queen in a past life memory? Was there?
Oh, yeah. I sometimes have the thought just coming up to my head, where the fuck are my jewelries?
Yeah, because I saw a crown.
Yeah.
And I saw like walking through impoverished, and you're the queen. And so you had it all.
Yeah.
But you were judged. And there were babies that needed food, that you couldn't help them all.
Yeah.
And so you renounced your crown.
Oh.
And said, does that read a little bit? There's something.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Makes me a little bit like dizzy.
And said, hey, I'm so sorry I was rich when you were all poor. Sorry, and I have that myself. I totally read me too. Somehow, I don't think it was a queen. It was something like that. So in some lifetime, there's a very wealthy piece of your being that got very badly judged for it, and you judged yourself for it. Because all the babies couldn't get fed with your jewelry. So it's much better just not to have anything.
Yeah, I totally get that energy. That reads massively, yes.
Then you can't be expected to feed all the babies.
Yeah.
Because if you're rich and you can't feed the babies and you're judged for it, you're kind of in a catch-22.
Yeah.
What rich person wouldn't want to solve world hunger?
Yes, of course.
And so you see people, I used to work for people who would build family foundations so they could attack a problem. And even after decades of giving money to the problem is still out there.
Yeah.
And although having said that, part of any change is change into the light. So I want to wake up that philanthropic interest of you. You have a philanthropic side of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. So if I give it away and don't get paid for it, then it's okay?
Yeah. That's more noble.
Nice. What else is possible?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Isn't that cool though when you look at it from like a completely different perspective?
Yeah.
Like, well, it really made sense that I
Yeah,
was,
yeah, and also
yeah.
like when you're looking at it from a perspective of having your barriers down and just looking at it as information that you can choose from and create something new, and not looking at it from the perspective of judging yourself from that choice.
Okay, so this is another one that's showing up. You're thank you for coming today. I love it. I'm sure we're just like everyone that's listening is just like going, "Oh my God, they get me." What happens when you ask for money?
Oh, that's kind of like shameful or something.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember my mom was so funny one time. What was it? My brother was so good at the ask. So
Yeah.
he got like designer shoes,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
he went to a great college, a really nice private college. It was really expensive. Was like he got all these things, you know,
Yeah.
and so many times my mom would kind of look at me and go, "Well, he asked more than you do."
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I went to a great college, but I put myself through like a university that it
Mm-hmm.
was like I paid my way, like that was important to me. Like my parents,
Yeah. 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 Being self-sufficient and stuff
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
sitting there at 17, not getting help from my parents. Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Been there, done that. Have the T-shirt.
but my brother got like money every month,
Yeah.
and they were the same parents.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, how do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And
Yeah.
so I look at that that I don't ask.
Yeah.
And I say, is it time for you to start asking?
Mm.
What could you ask
Mm.
for today that you didn't ask for yesterday? What could you ask for today? You don't have to do it.
Oh,
Just get it
yeah.
in your head.
Yeah.
What's something I could ask for today? And
Mm.
I would ask that question every single day. What money can I ask for today?
Yeah, that's a cool question. That's awesome.
Because if you don't ask,
Yeah.
absolutely, how's it going to get there?
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
can so relate to that what you told about your brother, because my sister, I watch her and she's always getting stuff. She's always getting super sale deals, and every guy she's with is wealthy. And I'm just choosing men with money problems and thinking it's me, kind of. So, what? What the fuck? We're sisters. How come we're so different with money? And I also I remember I got validated by my father. One of those rare occasions where he actually said something nice was, "You don't whine and you don't make a fuss. You don't ask for stuff." That was a really good thing, as opposed to my sister, who was just kind of nagging until she got it.
I know. I know. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, when I look at that differences of being able to ask,
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you, one of the things that shifted in my business was I accidentally, and I've told this woman that, but I accidentally got to the back end of someone's site. It was like an error message.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I typed in the URL they gave me, they were inviting me to one of their programs. So when I typed in the URL, I got an error message. It was the wrong one. And I got all the offers they'd made for the last like 3 years. And
Wow.
it was just, oh my gosh, it was like line by 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 line by, and every single one had an opt-in, every single offer had a this, and every single offer had a that.
Wow.
I was offering my author class like once a year.
Mm.
It was like
Yeah.
I'd work so hard on an offer. It would take like 5 or 6 months, and I'd make one little offer, and then maybe 3 people would say, "Oh, I got 3 people." It was like,
Yeah.
and I looked at the back end of her site, and I happened to know her, and so I also knew which ones of them had worked,
Mm-hmm.
and there were a lot of offers that never did anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was pages of links to offers that really hadn't taken off. I know.
Mm.
I went, all those times she asked, all those times she offered and asked for things, and nothing happened. And yet what we see is the big mega rock star she is now.
Oh, cool. That's
Like, what we
awesome.
see is the place where now she's just like thriving and has like
Yeah.
hundreds of people sign up for everything for her. But
Mm-hmm.
when I got to see the back end, I was so like
Yeah.
moved, because I went, wow, how many times have I not asked?
Yeah.
In your business space, what's going on in your business space?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm kind of stopping myself in very creative, interesting ways, writing and not actually putting it out there. And yeah, it's very
Oh,
interesting.
oh, so you have stuff you're doing on your hard drive that you're not sharing with anyone.
Yeah, kind of.
Sometimes the kitty peeks over and sees it.
Yes.
Well, I have good news for you and bad news for you.
Mm-hmm.
The very fact that you're writing, publishing, and creating is actually causing change.
Yeah.
There are those for whom that process of you discovering and changing are actually being helped.
Mm.
So the relief is it is actually changing the world when you write stuff onto your hard drive.
Yeah.
And what's the bad news? Can you get paid for that?
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. Creating change and not being paid. That's awesome, right?
So you're changing the world being you
Yeah.
all the time, just with your
Mhm.
brightness and your fun and your smiling and your family and your life, right?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
joy and your givingness, your warmth, your celebration, your beingness, your body. So you're changing the world being you, and then money comes and you go,
Mm-hmm.
oh, not today. I don't want to ask for it today. I don't want to
That
go
is so hilarious to me. That is just
I'll eat noodles
wow.
for another 7 or 8 days, because then I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to ask for money, because then I might have to make some different food,
Mm-hmm.
right? Wow. Wow. So what would it take for you to wake up tomorrow and ask someone for money for something?
Yeah. Wow. That's
Could you
awesome.
pay me to do this?
Mm.
Could
Wow.
you pay me to do that?
Yeah.
Could you pay me to fill in the blank?
Mm-hmm.
So you get very nourished by source, truth.
Yes.
Yeah. So you didn't have a body, that'd be fabulous.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes, I
Except you
have
have a
discovered
body.
that thing that my poor body is just being dragged along. I'm not listening to it. I'm not nourishing it. So the
Yeah,
next
yeah, I
thing on
never do
my
that.
that is pinging me actually is body classes.
Yeah, I never do that. So just in the space of this, I feel like we captured a whole bunch of stuff today. Um,
Yeah.
there's a very fledgling business energy that's like a little tiny flame.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to just spend the next 6 months and just see it as a seed that's growing, and
Yeah.
just keep talking to it like your business as an entity.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's still something around that I'm recommending further work on the crassness of asking for money. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
some crassness in that, and you're very eloquent, and so there's some place again where that's behind this big thick moat, this big thick not moat, thick glass wall.
Yeah.
And at the same time, there's a starvation for it, so it's really interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm guessing this is just maybe something a lot of our listeners can relate to, because
Yeah.
bright, intelligent, and then when it comes to asking for money, it's like,
Yikes.
Yeah. So just be with that part of you and just be okay with it. One of the things that really changed my life was doing this book, and it's kind of showing a lot of my podcasts, because as we don't judge ourselves for that, as we go, okay, that's kind of like, if I'm not judging myself for that, then I can relax because I know that it's okay. Because all the things you have experienced are really interesting. True?
Yes.
Yeah. You have a totally interesting life. So, yeah. Well, what else would you like to share for our listeners who've been tuning in today? What else would you like? What wisdom would you like to give them?
Oh, wow. Well, one thing that has actually changed a lot for me is to really get that we always have choice. That is just, from the beginning, that was just such a statement. It didn't relate to me. It was just fancy words. And then when I don't remember how it started changing, but the writing that they have, what if you knew you could never fail? Like, suddenly I just got the bigger sense of that, because every choice we ever made, even if it created something that, oh, that wasn't what I intended or what I wanted, it always creates awareness. So how could that ever be failing, right? So that has actually helped me stepping away more from judgment, because if we can never fail, then we don't actually have the necessity of judging ourselves, since, well, I created awareness, I gained awareness anyway. So
yeah, that's I think what I really liked about that insight is that there was a kindness to it. You know, there's a kindness to it. Do you paint?
Yeah, I used to paint a lot before I had my kids, and now I haven't painted so much the last years. Now I'm more paint with words.
What's showing up for me for homework for you would be to get some watercolors and just start painting things.
Cool.
As a way of just tuning in to color. Just if you want, paint the walls, paint.
I like it.
Paint so that it's a one way of like then putting it out there, and you can also paint something and shred it.
Yeah.
As a purification, because it feels like you could keep waking up your awarenesses and then keep like destroying them, keep waking them up and then destroying the that you no longer feel are serving you.
Cool.
And then also there's a opportunity for you to replace some of your past life stuff with messages. So take time, because so much showed up on this session. So take a little time and just write down some different messages you could say. And then doesn't that feel interesting?
Yeah, very. And it's like a decoding almost.
Perfect timing, I think, because spring is a really big place where you can grow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like planting a seed and like.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming, and
thank you.
We'll look forward to touching base in a few months and just seeing what's happening.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye.
Bye.